Hello students, this is chapter 6 part 5, that is life process of class 10th. Okay, so we are discussing nutrition in different animals and plants, and in this part also we will discuss some portion of the nutrition and especially nutrition in human being. Okay, so let us start this chapter 6 part 5. So here in this part we will discuss nutrition in human beings, and before discussing the process of nutrition in human being, we should know the structure of the digestive system in human body. Okay, so today in this part we will discuss the digestive system of human. So now human digestive system. So what are there in the human digestive system? The human digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and the associated glands. So here these are the parts of alimentary canal. The alimentary canal starts with mouth, then esophagus, which is commonly known as your food pipe, then stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine, rectum, and then anus. So the alimentary canal starts with mouth, then ends with anus. So it is as a whole it is a tubular structure, and it is called alimentary canal. Now I will show you the different parts of the alimentary canal first. So here you can see this is the mouth, or you can say the buccal cavity. Okay, so this is the buccal cavity, and in the buccal cavity, as you know, the most important two organs are, that is, teeth and the tongue, which help in digestion of the food. So the role of teeth and tongue in the process of digestion we'll discuss in our next part. Okay, so here it is your buccal cavity or mouth, then it is followed by a tubular structure, and that tubular structure is called esophagus or food pipe. Okay, so there are two pipes here in the neck region. This is the neck region. In the neck region, that is, one is your windpipe and other is your food pipe. So windpipe is known as trachea, which is not shown here. That is the part of respiratory system, but this is the food pipe through which the food from the buccal cavity passes into the stomach. Now what is the next part? Next to the esophagus, there is a J-shaped structure. You can see it is a English alphabet J-shaped structure. This is a sac-like structure called stomach. Okay, then stomach is, so the esophagus opens into the stomach, and then stomach is followed by the intestine. The whole part is intestine. Okay, so now this intestine is divided into two parts. One is your small intestine. You can see here it is small intestine. This portion is the small intestine. So the stomach opens into the small intestine, and the small intestine then opens into the large intestine. Okay, so this part is the large intestine. So the pink portion is the intestine, and this orange portion is your stomach. Esophagus is also orange color. It is shown here as orange color. But why the small intestine is, if you see the length of the small intestine and the large intestine, if you compare it, you can see that the small intestine is much longer than the your large intestine. Then why it is called small intestine? Because the small intestine is longer than the large intestine, no doubt, but it is narrow. Its width is narrow as compared to the large intestine. Okay, now this small intestine is again divided into 3 parts. Okay, so the part immediately present immediately after the stomach. So here the stomach finishes, then the part of the intestine starts. So this part, it is a C-shaped structure. It comes like this, then it is folded like this. Okay, so this portion is called duodenum. Okay, this is called duodenum. Now then duodenum, in between this, just below this, there is another part that is called jejunum. Okay, which is not visible here, jejunum. Then the rest part, the most important and largest part, longest part, you can see, that is called ileum. Okay, so the small intestine is divided into 3 parts, that is duodenum, then jejunum behind this, and then ileum. Okay, now this ileum, you can see that this ileum opens into the large intestine. This portion is large intestine. Okay, so this is ileum. It opens into the large intestine, where you can see a pouch like structure. A pouch is there. Okay, and that is called cecum. That is called cecum. And here there is another blind pouch at the junction of the small intestine and the large intestine. So this is small intestine, this is large intestine, and here there is a pouch called cecum, and from this pouch like structure there is another blind pouch is there, that is called appendix. Okay, so appendix is often considered as the vestigial organ. Okay, which is considered to be having no function in the process of digestion. Okay, so now this portion is cecum, then this is ileum. Then next, this part, you can see this part is the it is the large intestine. Okay, now this large intestine is divided into colon. This is colon, up to this it is colon, then rectum, then anus. So the large intestine has cecum, colon, rectum. Okay, so 3 parts are there. So this part is colon. Now this colon is, here there is a longitudinal part, then there is a transverse part. Okay, so this longitudinal part is called ascending colon, because from below to upward it is moving upward. Okay, so it is ascending colon, then it is transverse colon, then descending colon. Okay, now this descending colon opens into the rectum. Okay, rectum is another swollen sac like structure, that is rectum. Then the rectum opens into the exterior, that is called anus. Okay, now I will tell you there are certain valves present in our alimentary canal. So one valve is present at the junction of the esophagus and the stomach. So this is here one sphincter, that is called sphincter, a circular muscle which acts as a valve is present here. Then again another sphincter is present in between the stomach and the small intestine. Okay. So what is the function of this sphincter or valves? Okay, these are the circular muscles. So they prevent the back flow of the food. That means once the food enters into the stomach, it will never go back. But if any irritation is there in the स्टोमक में अगर कुछ गड़बड़ी है या आपको इंडाइजेशन हो रहा है, देन ओनली दिस वाल्व विल ओपन. ये जो स्फिंक्टर होता है ये ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में खुलता है और फूड वॉमिटिंग होता है तब. ओके. सिमिलरली ये भी यहाँ भी जो आपका स्फिंक्टर है दैट नेवर अलाउ द फूड टू go back to the stomach. Similarly, here ileum is there and here cecum is there. Here also there is a valve, and this valve is called ileocecal valve, which also prevents the back flow of the food into the ileum. So this is the structure of the alimentary canal. Okay. Now, what are the glands of digestive system? Associated glands. Okay, so there are 3 associated glands which help in the process of digestion. So the alimentary canal and these 3 digestive glands together help in the process of digestion or carry out the process of digestion. So what are these glands? Salivary glands, then liver and pancreas. Now we will discuss one by one. So first one is your salivary glands. So in case of human being, there are 3 pairs of salivary glands present in the mouth, in our mouth, and actually this salivary gland secretes saliva. You know that there is a watery liquid always present in our mouth, and especially when some delicious food is there in front of us, we release more and more this watery liquid. So that liquid is called saliva. Okay. So here you can see there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. So what are those 3 types of salivary glands? One is a parotid gland. Okay. So it is a type of salivary gland. The next is submandibular gland, and other one is sublingual gland. Okay. Now I will tell you the location of these 3 glands. The parotid glands are present. There is a pair of parotid gland on either side of the head. So they are present near the internal ear. So here this is the position of the ear and the internal ear is there. So just near that the parotid glands are present. Okay. So these there are 2 parotid glands, one this side and other that side. Okay. Now so this is parotid gland, a pair of parotid gland near the internal ear. The next you can see the submandibular gland. So this is also this is present at the junction of the 2 jaws. So you know there are on either side of our mouth the 2 jaws, upper jaw and the lower jaw are joined. So at the junction of the upper jaw and the lower jaw, the submandibular glands are present. So on both the side, this side and that side also, the submandibular glands are present. The next is sublingual gland. So the sublingual glands are present just below the or at the anterior end of the tongue. Suppose here this is the tongue. The portion where the tongue is attached to our buccal cavity, at that region the sublingual glands are present. So these are the 3 types of salivary gland which produces saliva, and that saliva contains one enzyme called salivary amylase which digests the starch. Starch is a type of carbohydrate, as you know, and this starch or carbohydrate is one of the most important component of the food. Okay, now next we'll see the other part, that is pancreas. Okay, this is another gland. You can see this irregular shaped gland, this pancreas, the whole thing, the orange color part is pancreas. So pancreas has it is divided into three parts, that is tail, body and head. Okay, actually this pancreas is not only secreting the pancreatic juice which contains enzymes, it also secretes the hormones, that is insulin hormone. You might have heard about this, insulin and glucagon, which regulates the blood sugar level. Okay, that is not the point of our discussion. So here you can see that there is a duct present throughout this. Okay, and this duct is called pancreatic duct. Okay, so this pancreatic duct is open into the duodenum. Okay, so what is duodenum? Duodenum is the first part or the anterior most part of the small intestine, which is present just after the stomach. So this duct is open into the duodenum. Okay, so what is the function of this duct? This duct carries the pancreatic juice or the fluid that is secreted from the pancreas, which contains different types of enzymes, and that secretion is released into the duodenum where the digestion of the food takes place. Okay, so what are the enzymes present in pancreas, the pancreatic juice, and how they help in digestion, that we'll discuss in the next part. Next, the other gland, associated gland, is the liver. So liver is the largest gland in our body. So this is liver, the whole part, the red color part is liver, and this liver is divided into two lobes, two sides, that is your right part and left part. Okay, so this right and left part, from the left part and the right part, the two ducts are arised from it. Okay, so these two ducts are called hepatic duct. Okay, so this is the left part and this is right part, right lobe, left lobe. So two ducts are arised, one from left side, other from right side. Then they are open into they combinedly they are forming a common duct, that is called common hepatic duct. Okay, now there is another green color, dark green color structure, ball like structure is attached to the liver, that is called gallbladder. This is called gallbladder. So the gallbladder has also a duct, that is called cystic duct. This is called cystic duct. Okay, now this common hepatic duct and the cystic duct together form a duct. So this green color duct you can see together form a duct, that is called bile duct. Okay, now this bile duct receives the duct from the pancreas. So this is pancreas and I was showing you the pancreatic duct. Okay, so now this bile duct and the pancreatic duct together open into the, this is duodenum. Okay, they are open into the duodenum. Now this liver secretes the bile and that secretion is stored in the gallbladder. Remember, the bile is never secreted from the gallbladder. The bile is secreted from the liver, only the bile is stored in the gallbladder, and whenever necessary जब ज़रूरत पड़ता है for digestion, then only it is released out of the gallbladder. Okay, so this green color duct, that is the bile duct, that is common bile duct we can say, and that is open into the duodenum. So these are the different associated glands that we have discussed. So these alimentary canal and the digestive glands together constitutes your digestive system, and in next part we'll discuss the process of digestion in different parts of the alimentary canal and the secretion from the glands and how they help in digestion in the next part. Okay, and I hope it is very much clear to you. The diagram that is the system, the digestive system, structure of digestive system is very much clear to you, and if you have any queries you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.